In this tutorial, we will be looking at how to set up your desktop and your Google Chrome. The first thing that we will look at will be your icons on your taskbar. Your taskbar is this thing right down here at the bottom. It starts with what's called your Windows button, and then it should have Internet Explorer, your folders, Media Player, and Google Chrome. We actually only want to keep Google Chrome and your folders. So to take those off, we're going to right click on the E and unpin this program from taskbar. Do the same thing for your media player, right click, unpin from taskbar. So now you have your folders and your Google Chrome. Now there is at least one thing that we do want to add, and that would be Adobe Photoshop. To find the shortcut, or to create a shortcut for Adobe Photoshop, you're going to come right here to the Start button, look in All Programs, and look for Adobe Photoshop CS5. It's a blue icon with a PS, and it should be at the top for A for Adobe, but Adobe Photoshop CS5. Now what you want to do is right click on the words and send to, pin to taskbar. So now we have our folders, Chrome, and Photoshop. Now if for some reason you cannot find Photoshop in this list, you will go to Computer, Local Disk, Program Files, Adobe, Adobe Photoshop CS5, and then you'll go all the way to the bottom. So scroll all the way to the bottom and wait for all of the icons to load. Once they load, you will see the Photoshop icon right here under Photoshop. So look for the blue PS, and then right click and pin to taskbar. Now mine's already there. Yours will say pin to taskbar. And again, that's only if you cannot find it right over here under all programs. Some people will need to do this, some people will not. Okay, so now we have our taskbar organized. The next thing that you'll want to look at is your desktop. Some of you will have a bunch of different icons. Icons are these little pictures of programs. I've cleared mine off for you, so it should be pretty empty. If you have things other than Google Chrome, what you will do is right click and delete, and just delete that shortcut. I like a really clear desktop, so make it so that you only have Google Chrome on your desktop. If it won't let you delete things, it's not that big of a deal, so don't stress about it. So go ahead and delete all of your icons on your desktop and come back to this video. Okay, our next step is to set up Google Chrome. So we're going to go ahead and open Chrome. It's the little guy that's red, green, yellow, and blue, and we're just going to click on it. And the first time you open it up, it will ask you to sign in. Now, we'll talk about this in class, but I would like for you to have a Google account. If you have a Gmail, you already have a Google account, but you can create a Google account with a Hotmail, a Yahoo, Cox, any type of email can have a Google account. You will need to do that at home, and if you are not 13, you will need to talk to your parents about setting up an account for you and whether or not they want that to happen. We're not going to worry about that today. We're just going to set up our Google. The first thing that we want is to have our bookmarks. So we're going to come right over here to these three lines. The three lines mean that there are settings or options underneath there. So we're going to click on that, and then we are going to go to bookmarks and show bookmarks bar. At that time, this little guy should drop down, and you don't have any bookmarks set right now, so it is empty. The next thing that we're going to do is go look at Google Themes. Now Google Themes serve no purpose other than to just look neat. So you're going to go up to the top of your Google, go up to the top of your Google Chrome, and you will see these tabs. The tabs are different web pages that are open. We are going to click on the new tab, and once we do this, when we set a theme, your theme will just show up here in the background. It's automatically just Google's white default background. So to set a new theme, you're going to come up here to this little button. I always think it looks kind of like a Rubik's Cube, and it's for your Google apps. So we're going to click on that, and we will be going to the Google Chrome Web Store, and that's this guy right here. So go ahead and click on that. Now, the Chrome Web Store is actually a really neat place to just kind of look around. There's lots of different things on here. Some of it you won't be able to use at school because it's blocked, but other stuff you will be able to use. But we are going to be concerned with the themes first. So I'm going to scroll all the way down. Oops, wrong bar. I'm going to scroll all the way down over here and pick my themes at the bottom. Now with your Google Themes, you need to watch for school appropriate content. There's nothing on here that's completely terrible, but as you are looking through this, keep in mind my motto of navigate away. If you see a scantily clad girl or scantily clad boy, all you're going to do is just scroll up so you can no longer see that on your screen. It's really not a big deal. Just make sure that everything that you put on your themes is school appropriate, and that means no blood, guts, gore, or violence. I like to joke that we like butterflies, unicorns, and happy things. An example would be Grand Theft Auto. Now, there's a lot about Grand Theft Auto that is not appropriate for school. However, there are some themes on here that just have the logo. That would be fine. A Grand Theft Auto with a large weapon would not be fine. So you need to kind of use some common sense. My rule of thumb is if it would embarrass me when Miss Champlin walks in, then I would not want that on there. Let's say I want this Kate Spade striped theme. What you're going to do is hover over it, and it will pop up and it will say free. And you're going to click on that, and it will work, and then you'll see this little flash, and now I have the Kate Spade theme. And if I come up here to a new tab, I can see my theme. Now, the big thing that I pay attention to is when I am out on the internet, the only thing that I'm going to normally see will be up here at the top. So I tend to look for stuff that looks neat up there because you're not actually going to see this part very, very often. And like I said, this is really just for fun. It doesn't serve much purpose, but I enjoy it, so I always set it. So those are our Google themes, and you can go ahead and scroll through and say you find something else that you would like. All you have to do is then go to that one and click on free, and you'll see it flicker here in a second. And now I have a new theme. So you can spend quite a bit of time right now looking through your themes and choosing different themes. When you're done, go ahead and come back and continue this tutorial. Okay, so now you should have your theme all picked out, and what we want to do next is install an ad blocker so we don't have a bunch of ads on our websites that we go look at. So we're going to click right back up here where it says Chrome Web Store, and you are going to start typing in ad block. Once it pops up, just go ahead and click on ad block, and we are going to look for this one. On mine, it's the fourth one down, but it's the one that says most popular, and it has the stop sign with the hand on it. That's the ad block that we want. So we're going to click on free, come up here to the top where it says add, and it says ad block has been added to Chrome. We're going to go ahead and click on advanced and then proceed to get adblock.com. Now it says it's unsafe, but I've been using this for quite a while, so we're going to go ahead and go on it because I know that it is a good site. It's going to go through and install adblock, and now it says now you have adblock, hooray. And you'll have this little stop sign with the palm up at the top from now on. So now we're ready to start saving some favorites. And the first thing that we want to go get is Typing Web. So we're going to go to typingweb.com. Oops. And I want to go up to the corner where it says Student Login. And this is actually what I want to favorite. So I'm going to go up to the star that is right here. And I'm going to type in Typing Web. And then hit Done. And now right here at the top we have a button for a bookmark called Typing Web. Now the first time that we log in, we are going to use our computer username. So let's pretend I had the same username as you. I would do S Potter, and then I would put in my birthday, and then my password that I would enter would be the password that I use for the computer. So you are not making up a new password. You are using your computer username and your computer password. So this first time I would fill out this yellow area and then I would hit Create Account. Now it is up to you. It is up to you whether or not you put in an email address. It is not required at all. After we sign in for the first time, we will start signing in over here with your username and your password. So yellow is for the first time, and then this side is for all the times after that. Okay, so we have Typing Web saved on our computer. The next site that we're going to go save is edmodo.com. So edmodo.com. And now occasionally this looks different. In past semesters, some of you will see what I see right here, this picture, and others just see a blue screen. It's really strange, but the same things are here. What you are looking for is a place to sign up. And on this one, it's right down here at the bottom. It says sign up now, it's free, and you are a student. So you're going to click on student. I will give you a group code, and you will put that code right there. You will put in your username and password. We always use our computer username, and so that's what you'll put right there. And then we use our computer password, and so that's what you'll have there. Your email address is again optional for this one, but if you forget your password, it does help to have your email in there. And then you're going to put in your first name, your last name, and agree to your terms of service and go ahead and sign up. Once you are signed in and you see Edmodo, you will go to your star, and I just put Edmodo so I don't have all that stuff on there, and then done. And so now we have our Typing Web button and our Edmodo button, and that actually is it for our computer setup. Your computer is now set up and ready to go.